Hello YouTube, it's Silver Age Dave. I'm here in the comic room and it is time for an update. I had a big announcement now that has turned into a lesser announcement, but I thought I'd do an old time walk around video. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'll try to keep it short, but man, I've got a lot to discuss and be thankful for. The room hasn't changed a lot. I've really been avoiding it. Really the last few months, not for any reason of being a comic hater. I am not that guy, but I've just been busy. I've been very active with gardening and running and family and kids and all that stuff takes you away from a lot of stuff. The room itself, I keep talking about thinning things out. And let me just say for the record, if I talk to you about I want to thin things out, just say, stop lying, Silver Age Dave, because I'm just wasting your time and my time. I want to sell comics, and I just never seem to get to that point. I want to do a few shout-outs, which I haven't done in a bit. I've been enjoying quite a few new channels, people who have reached out, subscribers who have reached out. Connecting Comics is a newer, I think a newer content creator, only 25 subscribers. He had a really nice room tour. Another guy who's newer at making videos, Rob Worst, W-O-R-S-T, pretty cool guy. He used, I did the tutorial on building this type of wire rack system. That whole video series fell to the wayside real quick because I only did one video. But I'll complete those at some point and show you tutorials on the rest of the room. Rob now is creating content, and he's got some pretty interesting videos. I'm enjoying watching his stuff. Grotto Orloff, I watched, had a deal on how he organizes his collection, and it kind of reminded me of the my 100 subscriber contest I think I did last year, and we had a lot of great entries. If anyone's wondering, like, how do I go about organizing my room, I would say look back to that video. I don't even know if I can look back that far, but look back to that video, and there were some great entries. No one needs to copycat anyone else exactly. But when you watch videos of how other collectors do things, you're certainly going to pick up little tips and little tricks that you'll say, man, that could work for my collection. Or, there's females that might say, hey girl, that'll work for my collection if you're a girl. So the thing is, as collectors, it's nice. We're all going to look at hauls. We're all going to look at big books and small books and all the books in between. But how you organize a collection and how you take care of it's pretty important. So Grotto had a pretty cool system going. JIB is a YouTuber I've been enjoying, and Comic Fu 2814. I hope this isn't insulting, but I think they are newer content creators, maybe like Silver, maybe around YouTube for a while, and more recent, to creating, but still, we all start somewhere, and everybody, I often say, everyone starts with no subscribers in video number one. So, the thing is, you get into this hobby, and you can be at it forever. I think Rob Worst is one of those guys. I think he's been at it forever, but he just decided recently to start producing some stuff, and that's wonderful. There's so much room on YouTube for more content. Now, a couple of other guys, have reached out to me. Marcus Muse and Ron Waters have sent, great supportive stuff. A lot of you guys have, and they just happen to, in the last week or so, they've been very supportive, and I appreciate that, and thank you for any well wishes and all that stuff. A lot of guys have reached out to me for more videos, so I'm just doing a quick one here, the old style walk around Silver Age Dave video. A couple things I've watched recently. King of the Golden State had a great haul video, and really, I watch haul videos. I love them. That video had me on the edge of my seat. If you get a chance, check out King of the Golden State, his most recent haul. It's probably a few weeks old, but man, it was just a great video. I can't remember exactly how long it was. When I started that, I thought, oh, that's a long video. I'll probably fast forward a few parts, and I really didn't. I think I was having morning coffee, and that was my one video for the morning, which I loved. So thanks for putting that out. Rags had a great video recently. He went to a warehouse sale, and he didn't know it was cash only, but he picked up some great books. That was a fun video. I had an idea, and this is going to be the end of my shout outs really. Daz, who we all love, Daz, he puts out these hot book alerts. If you're not subscribed to his channel, check it out. He puts out these hot book alerts, and Daz, you always give the price in pounds. And I think to myself, no matter how many pounds you say the price is, I always think $10 or $20. I have no idea. If you say 20 pounds, I hear $20. And I know that's wrong. I know that conversion is out there. I'm a simple man. I don't always know what a conversion is. So I would suggest putting up a little conversion chart. I'd like to think that there are such a great channel. There's so many people that don't necessarily know the conversion. I think it'd be cool if you figured out a ticker tape at the bottom to show all the world conversions, but better than that, just have a little chart that says pounds, dollars, and then at least I would know how much money that is. And that's my 2 cents. But if you keep doing it in pounds, that's okay. I love when you show a hot book alert, and I've got one or more. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I also want to comment, I was in a live chat yesterday. Tony, I wasn't part of it, I was just chatting. Tony Sanders had a great video, and he in the chat, Comic Book NYC was one of the moderators, I guess, and he was commenting on Chicago deep dish, I think deep dish pizza, and I'm originally from Chicago, so I that was a fun little thing that went outside. We had some chat discussions about finding comic books and hauls, and I'm saying for the record, I believe there are comic books everywhere. If you think, oh, I wish I was around 100 years ago when Alan Garrett was around, joking, he's not quite that old, but if you think the old guys like Silver and Allen, and we're going to throw Metarog and the Go-To Geeks and Luther Manning, Patrick, if you think, and there's other old guys, you take Captain Strangelove, and I mean, it could go on, but you take the older crew, and you say, oh, I wish I was around then, because that's when the real deals were. Yeah, maybe, but I think there's plenty of basements and attics and places where books still exist. And I would go a step further and say there's plenty of deals that are still out there. It's not just Holy Toledo, Ohio, where there are deals. I promise you, if I came to your neighborhood, I don't care how secluded you are, if I came to your neighborhood for 1 week, I promise you I would uncover some stuff. I was talking to a friend yesterday, Chris Rupp. He owns Rupp's Comics in Fremont, Ohio. Hopefully I'll be doing a little tour there soon. It's amazing, amazing operation. But I was talking to him yesterday, and really what it comes down to is passion, because you gotta be willing to go out there and turn over rocks, and you're gonna find the stuff under those rocks. It's out there, okay? So it's not over. We're still living in the Wild West of comic collecting. Stuff comes across all the time. It's just whether you want to be the person to uncover it or not. That's what I believe. That may not be true. Okay, I don't know where you are and how secluded it is. Certainly, if you're overseas, you're not going to find as many, books from the United States. It's just they just, not as many made it over there. But I do believe it's just about hunting. Hunters hunt. That's a fact. So I want to touch on something. I was chatting back and forth with Marcus Muse. I mentioned him earlier. He commented on these albums. I must have shown at some point, and it sounds like he's maybe like Farley's Nerd Cave. Maybe he has quite a record collection, vinyl collection, and I love vinyl. The problem is, you can't collect everything. Okay, not most people can't collect anything. Unless you're that lady who married that spelling guy who developed the Brady Bunch and All in the Family and all that. She collected everything. But shy of that person, it comes down to space. And I commented to Marcus that I wish I could have more LPs. I have some. I don't have many at all. These are some of my favorites. It's a factory sealed Bruce Springsteen, The River. It's a factory sealed first print of Some Girls, and before it was recalled, and I have a few other ones, but for me it comes down to space, and what I told Marcus was I wish that I had a warehouse, because I'd fill it up with the coolest stuff, and I asked him, I know what I'd wish for next, and I promised him a video with the answer, and here's what it is, here's what I'd want next: another warehouse, because there's no shortage of cool stuff. I don't have statues. I don't have record albums. I don't have, a lot of things I'd like to have. But it comes down to you have to be passionate about what you're collecting. It has to be what's special to you. There's certainly going to be a lot of stuff in this room that other people don't find special, but I find it special. So that makes it perfect. Find what you love. Collect that, and then love what you've collected. I think it's Reaper Tate says that a lot, and I know other guys who say that a lot. Regardless of where you're at in the hobby, if you're just starting, or if you're rolling through the middle, or coming up on the finish line, collect what you love. Do the things you love. Make it for you. When I made this thing, this is a good example. This is the Marvel value stamp book. I bought one. I didn't realize the cover was completely detached, and I thought, well, what's the value of that? So, know what I did? I just pulled the old rusted broken staple pieces out, and I laminated it. Now when friends come over, you know who you are. There's a lot of you guys who've been here to visit Silver. People can pick this up and they can check it out, and I don't have to worry about it getting damaged. I've got a bunch of these in great condition. I don't have to worry about pulling those out. Do what makes you happy, and then it's a perfect hobby for you. So there you go, Marcus. That's my answer on what I'd want if I owned one warehouse. Guys, I'm thinking about you. I'm wishing you the best. Please, please, please keep putting out great content. Keep making those videos. I am watching. I am out there. A lot of times I don't comment. I don't get in the chat, but I am listening. And if you're considering making content, there's always more room. That's it, guys. Thank you to anyone who's subscribed. Thank you to anyone who's liked. Thank you for anyone who's commented. You are a part of this channel, and I appreciate you. Silver Age Dave is out.